Amen. Thank you. Congressman John Katko is the ranking member of the House Committee on Homeland Security. Congressman, we're grateful for your time tonight. We got the gas flowing again. What do you think needs to be done to make sure this does not happen again?
Well, first of all, this is it seems to be an escalating series of ransomware and cyber attacks on the homeland here. And as a Republican head of Homeland Security, that's our job to try and figure out what to do. First of all, this is probably the most significant ransomware attack on one of our critical infrastructures ever. A very significant attack, and we've got to take a look at that, and we've got to understand that even though it wasn't an attack on the operation of the pipeline, it was an attack on the business entity connected to that pipeline, and so therefore they shut down the pipeline in an abundance of caution to make sure that the ransomware attack didn't infect the operations of the pipeline. But make no mistake about it, this was a major actor in Russia. I find it hard to believe that the Russian government, given their sophistication with ransomware attacks and their knowledge of them and the actors in Russia, that they didn't at least have tacit approval of this, as you alluded to a few moments ago. And that's something we need to take a look at. But from a critical infrastructure standpoint, there's an awful lot we need to do to make this a better secured system. But we've got electrical grids in this country. We have water systems. We have pipelines. We have a lot of critical infrastructure that is really open to some of these ransomware attacks and cyber attacks, and we need to do a much better job of them.
In light of everything you just said, is paying the ransom the wrong move?
Well, I don't think it's a great move. I really don't. But more importantly, if people do pay the ransom, we need to do a much better job, like I did as a prosecutor, following the money trail. They almost uniformly with these ransomware attacks get paid in cryptocurrencies, and we've got to find a better way to find the money trail back to where the people are getting the cryptocurrency from, because that would help a lot. And there's also got to be a very serious response here. And I'm heartened to hear the administration's contemplating a serious response. But we've had a lot of very serious cyber attacks recently, and I'm not sure our responses are having the bad guys get the message. So we need to amp that up for sure.
And finally, very quickly, where's the line of responsibility between the administration in power and the private company themselves? Who, in the end, do you think is responsible for their own protection?
Both of us. Listen, we in the Department of Homeland Security, for example, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure and Security Agency, is tasked with doing this. They're woefully underfunded and understaffed, and we need to do a better job to help these private sector companies with their security posture. On the other hand, the private sector companies have got to be willing to work with us and be willing to take on the expenses of making sure that their systems are secure. And when they're not, we need to help them get them secure. And so it's a team effort here, and CISA is going to play a central role in that. And we got to play a central role and have an oversight of that. But I've been calling for beefing up CISA considerably in the next few years. And I think we need to do that as a start, for sure.
Congressman, thank you.